So congratulations on applying for the Physical Evolution Challenge. Now, I'm so happy that you've applied for this transformation because if you're here, it means that you're sick and tired of not having the body that you desire, of having no energy, and as a result, no motivation or drive to get where you need to be. And you want to learn how to get your dream body back, how to get the energy that you once had back, and how to get your life back. And in this masterclass, I'm going to show you the exact path you need to take that will get you this transformation. So you might be wondering if this is worth your time. Now, here's what you could do with your 45 minutes. Number one, you could watch Netflix or scroll through Instagram, bringing no value to your life. Or number two, you can watch this masterclass where you'll solve your problem of how to get your dream body and how to get your life back. So here are just a couple of my amazing results with some of the many clients that I've worked with over the years. Now, you're probably wondering as well, and probably a bit scared, that this will be a bit of a pitch fest. So you see, I know that you're probably still feeling stuck and still in the same position that you were this time last year. And this is the exact reason why I've built a VIP program in which I coach specifically on my system to solve how I achieve getting you your dream body whilst fixing your sleep, stress, and digestion problems. However, I'm very selective on who I coach as I can't help everybody. So if I think you're a good fit, you'll be personally invited. And if not, I'm also going to show you what you need to do to get your results. So yes, I am going to sell you, but it's only because I know that you need this program, and more importantly, I know that I can make your life better. So grab a pen and paper, get ready to take some notes because the next 30 minutes is going to be crucial and packed full of value for you. So a bit about myself first. So my name is Matt Kerrison, and I'm a coach that specializes in getting women the body that they've always wanted whilst fixing their sleep, stress, and digestion problems, and teaching them how all of these aspects are so tightly linked. So during my 10 years in the industry, I've developed a strong passion for helping women just like yourself. And I'm sick of seeing all the fads and quick fixes in the industry that do nothing but hurt women. And I'm passionate about showing you that there's a better way. So my qualifications, apart from my 2 bachelor's degrees in exercise physiology, more importantly, I've spent a lot of time in the trenches with women just like yourself, applying the knowledge that I've learned, getting real world results. So on top of this, I've spent much of my time and money on doing other short courses and workshops, getting all the information needed to get women like yourself the body of their dreams. So I've also been where you are, being fooled and scammed by the latest quick fix or special program, only to realize that it was as useless as the last one that I tried, which is why I'm so passionate about showing you the actual path it takes and showing you there is a better way and it doesn't have to be the way it's been for you. So my vision for the industry and my vision for you is that I want to put a stop to the cycle that you've been living in. I want to stop the process of fad dieting, falling off, and returning to square one, only to feel even worse about yourself, because I know how that feels. I want to change your mindset, and I want to stop you from setting yourself up for failure. I want to show you how to set up success, how to achieve the dream body you desire, and how to improve your relationships, not only with yourself, but with all the important people around you as well. So, moving into the meat of the training. So I break down my roadmap into 3 steps. So step number 1 is your mindset. Step 2 is your nutrition. Step 3 is your sleep, stress, and digestion. So step number 1, your mindset. So the problem that you're currently facing is that without this step in place, you're setting yourself up for failure. So currently you're looking for quick fixes, and because you think this is what you need, when this happens and when you inevitably fall off the wagon because this doesn't work, you're left back at square one, wondering why the hell you failed, and you found yourself in this place again. And you need to realize that instead of being focused on quick fixes, you need to set your mind up for long-term commitment, long-term success, instead of expecting this will happen overnight. So currently the pain you're experiencing because you don't have this step in place is you've got severe self-doubt and you're looking at yourself in a negative way because you keep on doing what you perceive as failing. So you see yourself as a failure when it comes to your health and fitness, as you can't seem to stick to anything or you can't see anything through. And this leads you to occupy a really negative mind frame, which only feeds into how you're already feeling about yourself and how you're seeing yourself. So the possibility with getting this step in place is that I want you to think about this step as the foundation for the path ahead. So let's put it this way. Think of a skyscraper. If that skyscraper doesn't have a strong foundation, it will crumble. And your path to your goals is no different. If you don't set the foundation at the start of your journey, then you'll be prone to letting setbacks derail you, and you won't be able to stay committed to do what needs to be done. So in terms of taking action and what needs to be done to get this step in place, The first thing you need to do is to realize that this is not a quick fix, and you need to commit to the time to getting to your goals. So think about how many years it's taken for you to get into the position that you're in right now. Now tell me, does it make sense that it's going to take a short amount of time to reverse this? Obviously not. So next you need to take ownership of where you are. No blaming, just extreme ownership. And the power of this is that although you are completely responsible for where you are today, that means that you are completely responsible for taking action and getting yourself where you need to be. So you are in control. So at the same time as all this, I want you to realize that this is the worst that you're going to get. This is the worst position that you're going to be in, and own this idea. From here, it's only moving forward and only getting better, and commit yourself completely to this idea. So to sum up step number 1, at the moment, the problem is you have a negative short-term orientated mindset. The pain it's causing you is that it's setting yourself up for failure, and it's the cause of you not being able to commit to your path, which is causing you to feel feelings of failure and feelings of despair. So your possibility is being able to commit long-term, having a resolute mindset, and being set up for long-term success. And the path to get to this is that you need to accept the facts, you need to have complete ownership, and you need to build healthy habits. So step number 2 is nutrition. So the problem that you're currently experiencing with nutrition is that without this step in place, you'll still have all of your old habits holding you back and tripping you up. So in combination with this, you'll also have a metabolism that's working against you, not for you. And this is the perfect recipe for failure, because you're going to be having habits causing you to be eating the wrong things in the wrong amounts, and then a metabolism that's going to be causing a lot of this food to be stored as fat, not used as fuel. So the pain of not having this step in place, and the pain that you're currently experiencing, is you've got the extreme hunger from starving and restricting yourself, followed by the guilt and the shame because you give in to these severe cravings that have been created by this extreme hunger. So because of this, you're dealing with the confusion of why you're so weak, or why you feel like you're so weak, and why you can't stay committed to your goal. On top of this, you're just feeling despair because you're still managing to put weight on, even though you feel like you're eating so little. And finally, you're dealing with the pain of not being able to enjoy yourself when you're out with friends, and being too scared to eat or drink for fear of putting even more weight on. So by getting this step in place, it's so important for your path and for your goal, because it will teach you the 2 most important things when it comes to nutrition: sustainability and enjoyment. So you'll learn the methods and systems to be able to plan a diet that has the foods you actually enjoy eating in the quantities that you actually need. This means you won't have to worry about avoiding the foods you like, and you won't need to be starving yourself. All the while, you'll be improving your metabolism, so all this enjoyable food you're eating is actually put to work rather than being stored as fat. So what do we need to do to get this step in place? So firstly, we need to identify all the habits that are holding you back, so we can replace them with habits that support your goals and propel you forward. Next, we need to assess where your metabolism is at the moment. So once we know where your metabolism is at, we know what we need to do with it. Either keep it where it is or build it up. Once we have these 2 steps sorted, it's about fueling your body with nutritious, enjoyable food, and teaching you the methods of how to plan for your social life and how to deal with things when life happens. So to quickly summarize step number 2, your nutrition, the problem at the moment is you're going through fad diets and your metabolism is not working for you. The pain this is causing you with hunger, cravings, regret, and the pain and despair of not being able to lose any fat despite all your hardest efforts. So the principle is that this needs to be enjoyable, it needs to be sustainable, and it needs to be something you can stick to long term. And at the same time, we need to optimize your metabolism to get the foods that you're consuming working for your body, not against it. And the path that we need to take to get you to where you need to be in terms of your nutrition is to assess your bad habits and replace them with good habits, assess your metabolism and build it to a point where it needs to be, and then find the right diet that works for you. So the final piece of the puzzle, step number 3, your stress, sleep, and digestion. So without this step in place, they will actually prevent you from achieving your body composition goals. So when stress is out of control in the body and when it's chronically high, it will actually put a handbrake on fat loss, okay? So aside from this, aside from not letting you lose fat, you're going to be still feeling like crap. You're going to still be going day to day, feeling like a zombie with no energy, and still being scared that whatever you eat is going to blow your stomach up and cause digestive issues. So what you're currently experiencing is that at the moment you wake up after a short broken sleep feeling like crap. You therefore have no energy and no motivation, which is stopping you from doing what needs to be done to getting to your goals. So you battle through the day, all while the stresses of day-to-day life are compounded by how you're feeling about yourself inside, and this is just bubbling up inside you. So when you finally do get a chance to eat, it's followed by bloating, pain, and just feeling gross. By the time you reach the end of the day, you're all balled up, you're tired, but can't seem to sleep as your mind is abuzz, and your stomach is still messed up from what you've eaten throughout the day. So, how does this step get you to your path of achieving your dream body? So, like I touched on before, optimizing all three areas, your sleep, stress, and digestion, will help to reduce your overall stress, which directly impacts your body composition. As, like I said before, stress will actually block fat loss. So by getting this step right, it's taking that handbrake off fat loss and making it so much easier. So on top of this, you're going to have a lot more energy and more drive and more focus, which is going to allow you to stay committed to your goals and get the work done. On top of this, you're going to be able to enjoy the foods you like without having to worry about your digestive system being triggered and without having to worry about problems arising in your gut. So what you need to do to get this step in place. So firstly, to fix your sleep, you need to find an evening routine, you need to manage stress, and you need to limit electronics and blue light in the evening. To manage your stress, we need to optimize your sleep, as these two steps go hand in hand. We need to remove anything toxic or overly stressful that's weighing you down that we can remove. And then we need to manage what we can't remove through different techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, walking, and things like this. Finally, to fix your digestion, again, we need to reduce your stress as much as possible. We need to temporarily remove any trigger foods that you have, and we need to look at your habits around how you eat. So to quickly sum up step number 3, your sleep, stress, and digestion. At the moment, you've currently got poor sleep, high stress, and you're riddled with digestive problems. The pain this is causing is you have no energy, you feel like crap, you're always on edge, and everything causes you digestive pain. So the principle for this step is that we need to optimize your sleep. We need to manage your stress by getting rid of what we can get rid of and managing the stress we can't get rid of. And we need to fix your digestion by managing your stress as best as possible and then by temporarily eliminating your trigger foods. So the path to this step, as I just touched on, so getting a sleep routine, managing your stress and employing stress management techniques, removing your food triggers, and overall making a big effort just to reduce your stress. So we've been through a lot over the last 10-15 minutes or so. So to quickly recap everything we've gone through. So step number 1 is to set your mindset up so that you're ready to commit to the path ahead and so that your convictions are so strong that nothing will throw you from your path. Step number 2 is with your nutrition. So we need to establish healthy habits. We need to optimize your metabolism and get it working for you, not against you. And we need to teach you how to be flexible and how to eat a diet you enjoy so that what you do is sustainable and you can stick to it long term. And finally, step number 3, your sleep, stress, and digestion. We need to optimize your sleep. We need to optimize your stress and digestion by reducing your stress. And because apart from making you feel amazing, without fixing these areas, they'll actually have that handbrake on your fat loss. So it's essential we get step number 3 in place so that you're feeling amazing and the fat loss process is made a lot easier. So you might have seen a lot of these kind of things before, and you might be wondering how this is different to every other guy you've seen on Instagram or on Facebook advertising the same thing. So what makes Physical Evolution different is because it's not about quick fixes and overnight results. So if this is what you're after, then this isn't for you, because in Physical Evolution, we are all about setting you up with a long-term plan and addressing all the factors that contribute to weight loss, not just food or not just training. So rather than getting you to just eat less and train heaps and get some cool before and after photos, and then leave you to go back to put on all the weight, leaving you worse than when you first started, we're all about getting a complete transformation and one that you keep for life. And a big part of this is education, because not only do I want to show you what to do, I want to teach you what to do. So you know how to get this result and you know how to keep it for the rest of your life, because that's the way that I can truly enable you to have a transformation long-term and keep it for your life. So what's next? So I know you're probably thinking you want to know exactly what this is all about and how you apply yourself. So this is why we have our coaching call. So apply for the Physical Evolution Roadmap and get on the phone with me and we'll go through the exact strategy that you need and tailor this to your goals. So show up to this call with your lessons from this masterclass so we can go through the value that you took from this, and then be open to getting coached and changed. Obviously, what you've been doing recently hasn't worked for you, so you need to be open to taking advice and to making changes. I look forward to jumping on the call with you, and I hope that you took a lot of value from today's masterclass.